Welcome back, Royal Watchers, to Royal Chronicles, your #1 destination for everything royalty, history, and the crown. If you're new here, we are so glad you found us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a single royal update. We drop new content every week, and trust me, you do not want to miss what we have for you today. Now, before we dive in, I want you to imagine this: a birthday party inside Buckingham Palace. Cake being served, King Charles personally greeting the guests. Tears, laughter, and a nation pausing to remember the most iconic woman to ever wear a crown. And here's the twist: the birthday girl isn't even there. What is happening? And who exactly is at this party? Stay with me, because this story has layers, and by the end of this video, you will understand just how powerful Queen Elizabeth II's legacy truly is. Let's get into it. April 21, 2026. Mark that date in your heart, because it is not just any day on the calendar. It would have been Queen Elizabeth II's 100th birthday, her centenary. And while Her Majesty passed away peacefully at Balmoral on September 8, 2022, at the age of 96, the royal family has made it crystal clear, this milestone will not pass quietly. Buckingham Palace confirmed to the world that an extraordinary series of events has been carefully planned to honor the life, the reign, and the soul of Britain's longest-serving monarch. And what they've put together. Let me tell you, it is breathtaking. It all kicks off on Monday, April 20th, the day before the actual birthday. King Charles and Queen Camilla will visit a groundbreaking Royal Collection Trust exhibition titled Queen Elizabeth II, Her Life in Style at the King's Gallery within Buckingham Palace. This exhibition, open until October 2026, represents the largest ever display of Queen Elizabeth's fashion, featuring over 300 personal items including vibrant dresses, distinctive hats, elegant shoes, handbags, and even a rare pair of trousers belonging to the former monarch. Remarkably, nearly half of these pieces are being displayed publicly for the very first time. Can you imagine standing in those halls, looking at the very gown she wore on her coronation day? The shoes she stepped out in for state visits around the world. Her fashion wasn't just clothing, it was communication. Every color, every brooch, every hat told a story. And now, the world gets to read those stories up close. Then comes the day itself. April 21st, and the royal family is not holding back. 3 major events are planned for the late Queen's actual birthday, starting with an engagement at the British Museum, where the King and Queen joined by members of the royal family will view the final design for the National Memorial to Queen Elizabeth II. A permanent national monument. Think about that. A national monument in St. James's Park has already been announced, featuring a statue of the Queen in a new civic space called Queen Elizabeth II Place at Marlborough Gate. The design also includes a Prince Philip Gate on Birdcage Walk, complemented by a family of gardens, meandering paths, and a new translucent glass unity bridge drawing inspiration from the Queen Mary fringe diamond tiara that Queen Elizabeth wore during her 1947 wedding to Prince Philip. A bridge, inspired by her wedding tiara. If that doesn't give you chills, I don't know what will. But wait, there's more. Princess Anne will then officially open the Queen Elizabeth II Garden in London's Regent's Park. This new garden has been developed in the area of a plant nursery. It will include a wildlife pond in a circular shape, a central thoroughfare with a ramp allowing for a viewing platform over the pond, and a flower garden containing plants. Significant to the Queen, 2 acres of living, breathing tribute. A place where families can walk, reflect, sit in the shade of trees planted in her memory, and feel connected to a woman who devoted every single day of her life to service. It's not just a garden. It's a sanctuary. And now the moment you've been waiting for since the title of this video. The party. The cake. The guests you would never expect. The King and Queen will serve a birthday cake at the late Queen's 100th anniversary party, held as a reception at Buckingham Palace. Along with members of the royal family and guests from the various charities the late Queen supported over her 70-year reign, a very special group of VIPs will be invited, centenarians who are also celebrating their 100th birthdays on this very same date. Let that sink in for a moment. Ordinary British citizens, turning 100 years old on the same day as their Queen, sitting inside Buckingham Palace, being personally welcomed by King Charles. Charles traditionally sends out special messages for citizens hitting the big age milestone, but on this day, he'll be doing it in person. The palace, the cake, the candles, all of it woven together in one deeply human, deeply moving moment. Because that's who Queen Elizabeth was. She never forgot the people. And King Charles is making sure this day reflects exactly that. Now, you might be wondering, will this be a sad day? A day of mourning dressed up in celebration. A royal source emphasized that the commemorations will carry a celebratory rather than somber tone, describing them as a chance for people across the 4 nations and the Commonwealth to come together and reflect on an amazing life and legacy. This is a celebration of a century. Of a woman who became queen at just 25 years old and spent the next 7 decades serving with grace, quiet strength, and an unwavering sense of duty. Queen Elizabeth made history on September 9, 2015, when she became Britain's longest-serving monarch, surpassing the 63-year record of her great-great-grandmother Queen Victoria. She was, quite simply, one of a kind. And so, on April 21st, whether you're in London walking through the new garden in Regent's Park, visiting that stunning fashion exhibition, or simply raising a cup of tea from wherever you are in the world, take a moment. Remember her. Because Queen Elizabeth II didn't just rule a nation. She held it together. If this video moved you, if it gave you even one new thing to appreciate about Her Majesty's extraordinary legacy, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with a fellow royal fan. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Royal Chronicles. We are just getting started. Until next time, royal family, stay curious, stay gracious, and we'll see you in the next one. God save the king. Crown.